here. Oh, the roof will sing. Open up the heavens, we want to see you. Open up the floodgates, mighty river flowing from your heart, filling every part of our praise. Your presence in this place, your glory on our face, your feet through the sky. He's sitting like a cloud, you're standing with us now. Lord, open our eyes. Oh, Lord, right here. Oh, Lord, we're singing. Open up the heavens, we want to see you. Open up the floodgates, mighty river flowing from our heart, filling every part of our praise. Show us your glory. Show us your power. Show us your glory, Lord. Show us your glory. Show us your power. Show us your glory, Lord. We want to see you. Open up the heavens. We want to see you. Open up the floodgates. Mighty river flowing from your heart, filling every part of our praise. Sing it, yeah. Open up the heavens. We want to see you. Open up the floodgates. Mighty river flowing from your heart, filling every part of our praise. Good evening, Ignite youth. I hope that wasn't too bad. A little rough this morning, but I'm excited about what's going on in this church. I'm excited about the fact that on Sunday I saw so many of y'all in there for worship. It was really awesome to see y'all. We really miss you guys. We're excited to kind of get to see y'all again. It's been so long. I'm sure y'all are excited to just get out of your house. I know I am. Anytime that I get to get out of my house, it's awesome. But man, it was exciting just to be there and to worship just as a group again. Just a few things. We've been talking about summer. Still kind of up in the air right now because we don't know how quickly Texas is going to open. For sure, unless some major thing changes, which I don't think it will, for sure we're going to be doing a lot of stuff up here at the church. We're going to have our Friday nights, which are going to be fun games. We'll have, we've already planned out a few of them. If you've got ideas, though, we want to hear them. We want to know what you want to do. We don't want to just be the ones making all the decisions. It's for y'all guys. And so if y'all want to do something specific, like, hey, we want to play this game, or hey, we want to, we want to have a game night, or we want to do this, or we want to do that, let us know. We want to know. We want to be able to put together the best summer that you guys have had here at Uvalde Baptist Church in a while. And so in order to do that, we need feedback. Last summer we did some fun stuff. Maybe there was something last summer that we did that you really had a great time doing and you want to do again. Let us know. We want to do what you are excited about. All right, so in terms of Wednesday night, over the summer, we'll do some videos like this. It probably won't be as long. Probably won't be as in-depth as we go through for Wednesday nights. but we're not going to actually meet on Wednesday nights. There's a couple reasons for that. Number one, a lot of y'all are out of town, and so we don't want to plan this big Wednesday night event and nobody shows up. So we're going to do some other things, but for Wednesday night messages or for a weekly message, I'll give y'all a midweek message, or I'll give y'all midweek encouragement this summer. That's going to be coming on YouTube, Facebook, hopefully Instagram. If you're not following us on any of those things, at least follow us on one, because I'm posting the same stuff to all three as I can. And so if you're not following YouTube, get on the YouTube follow. Watch these videos. I meant to put out J Money's video last week. I had some computer issues. I'm hoping that'll be fixed this week so that I can put out the music video. It's going to be really awesome. He did a great job on it. He's really good at lip syncing. Something I'm not so good at, which is really scary, because that brings me to the next thing. J Money versus David, number 6. All right, that is coming out soon. It's going to be a little different. This time, we're lip syncing. We're making music videos, not the one that I'm posting, and I have another one that I'm going to post, but we each have done a video. We're going to work on another video, and we're going to put that out. And Miss Laura is going to have some criteria that she's going to judge us by, and she's going to choose the winner. Now, part of that criteria, y'all get a little bit of a say. Y'all are going to vote our glorious fan. I'm just kidding. Y'all aren't our fans. Y'all are our homies. Y'all are going to get a say in who wins. So when it comes out, when we get to that point, we'll tell you how you can vote for that, and you will get a portion of the decision that is coming up for that J Money versus David. I'm just going to tell you, I have lost 4 straight, and I am not losing this one. I'm killing it, okay? I have worked really hard on my lip syncing and my dancing for this. J Money is not going to beat me. I'm just telling you how it's going to go. Please don't vote for J Money just to make me lose. I'm tired of losing, to be honest. But choose the one that you think's the best. Don't vote for me just because, I need it. But J Money's not here to hear all this, so don't tell J Money. But for real though, we're really excited about that. It's gonna be awesome. We're really pumped up about what is coming up with that. So into our lesson for this week. Last week I talked about having that quiet time. Did I talk about that last week? No. My weeks are running together. What did I talk about last week? That's really bad. I know I danced last week. Anyways, that's not relevant. I hope you did watch last week and you remember better than I did. That shows you how much. Let's see. 429. It doesn't tell me. I can't remember. Okay. Anyways, but yeah, last week I hope you got something out of that. This week, I talked about Dunkirk last week. That's right. This week I'm talking about goals, okay? So if you're like me, maybe you've been at home saying, these are the things I'm going to get done during this break. Maybe you're not like that. Maybe you're just sitting at home playing video games and wasting away on the couch. I hope not. I hope that you have some goals that you are trying to accomplish. But if you're anything like me, maybe it's not going so well. I made a goal that I was going to clean my entire apartment in that first week that I was out of school. It's still not completely clean, but it is better. I have worked towards that goal this week and have gotten a lot of stuff done in that. I had some other goals. I was going to watch all the way through the Star Wars series. Most of the way. I'm talking the shows and the movies. So, I've watched all of the original series. Not the original, sorry. The prequel series and Clone Wars, and I'm on Rebels now. I've watched Solo. I'm making my way through it. So I'm reaching that goal. I'm not there yet, but I'm reaching that goal. There's some other goals, but maybe you're like me and you struggled reaching the goals that you set. And so I wanted to kind of share, I found this in a book that I was reading. I kind of wanted to share this story of this woman named Florence Chadwick. Florence Chadwick was a world record setting swimmer. She swam the English Channel. If you don't know anything about the English Channel, go look it up. It's not something that you swim there and back on. It's not super far, but it is pretty far. It's several miles across. It's cold water. It's a very difficult task. Very few people have really accomplished that. But she lived back before this was kind of a big deal. People were trying to do these kind of things. And so she's in California on July 4th, 1952. It's a fog-shrouded morning. And she gets in the water off Catalina Island, which is off of the coast of California. And she intends to swim from the island to the California coast. And this is a several mile swim. And so she gets in, and the water was just cold and numbing. The fog was so thick she could hardly see the boats that follow her. So when you do long distance swimming like that, you have boats that follow you. Several times they had to fight off sharks by shooting a rifle into the water. She swam for more than 15 hours before she asked to be taken out of the water. And the people were like, hey, you're almost there. You just stay in a little longer. Come on, you can do this. She was like, no. When she looked, all she saw was fog. And she said, I can't. I'm quitting. But really, she was only a half mile from her home, or her goal. Half mile from her goal. She quit. 15 hours of swimming, and you're that close. That's crazy. But she said later, I'm not excusing myself, but if I could have seen land, I might have finished. It wasn't the cold or fear of exhaustion that caused her to fail. It was the fog. Many times we fail not because we're afraid or because peer pressure or anything other than the fact that we lose sight of our goals. And so I wanted to share this verse in Philippians. Paul is talking to the church at Philippi, and we're in chapter 3, Philippians chapter 3, and the main verses are 13 and 14, but a little background on this is he is talking about himself to start this chapter. He's talking about how he has accomplished all of these things, how he is, the Jew of all Jews. He's faultless in the eyes of the law, and how great he looked. And then he goes on, after he talks about how great he was being raised like that, to say that all of that was garbage. That's not what I want my life to be based on. Okay? And he talks in verses 13 and 14 here. He says, brothers and sisters, I do not consider myself yet to have taken a hold of it. But one thing I do, forgetting what is behind and straining toward what is ahead, I press on towards the goal to win the prize for which God has called me heavenward in Jesus Christ. Now, you may be facing challenges in reaching your goals. Maybe you have big goals for your life. Maybe there are big things that you want to accomplish. Go to college, get a great job. Maybe it's a car that you want. Maybe it's a big house and a big family that you want. I don't know what it is. You know. But what's important is that we don't lose sight of our goal. When we want to achieve those goals, we don't lose sight of those goals. If we lose sight of them, that's when we fail. That's when those goals don't get accomplished. And what Paul's saying here is related to our Christian faith. That no matter what earthly things we've accomplished, no matter what goals we set for ourselves on earth and accomplished here on earth, they mean nothing in light of what Christ has set before us. And that is chasing Him, chasing the goal of heaven, chasing the goal of reaching as many as we can for the gospel. We talk a lot about this at Ignite, of reaching our community, reaching your classmates, reaching your family, reaching your friends, reaching out and taking this message of good news to the world, that we are the light that is to take this message to the world. And that's the goal that we're striving to do. And that is what we don't need to lose sight of here. It's great that you have goals set, but our ultimate goal needs to be that. Okay? And so, once again, my 3 things. Read, pray, and do. I had to think about that for a minute. It's been a long week, if you can't tell. So read Phillipians 3, 1 through 14. Very simple. You get to read all of these things that Paul went through. If you have questions about what Paul's talking about, he talks about being circumcised and some of the other things. Maybe that's something that you don't understand. Reach out to me or J Money and we'll talk about it. We'd love to talk about that stuff and explain what he's saying there. Maybe you get it, maybe you don't. Either way, reach out, talk to us about those kind of things. We want to talk to you about those kind of things. But read those verses and remind yourself of what we are striving for every day. 2, you pray. I've talked about this a lot. Pray that God puts those people in your life so that you can reach that goal, reach that ultimate goal. And pray for your earthly goals. It is okay to have earthly goals. Don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say those are garbage, so don't do them. I still have goals for my life. I still have things I want to do. But remembering where they are and the level of who Christ is really important in our faith. And so don't lose sight of what the main goal is. But yeah, maybe you have goals. So maybe pray that God helps you reach those goals. Set little goals for yourself and pray that God helps you reach those goals so that you may reach the goal that is the ultimate goal in our life. And number 3, the do. Never take your eyes off the goal. Write out things that you're going to do. Maybe it's a personal goal. Maybe it's a spiritual goal that are going to help you reach the ultimate goal. I love you guys. I'm looking forward to seeing you guys again. Have a great week. Bye.